Hey everybody, it's Courtney here, how to loom your dragon. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the Snaptrapper from the show. Actually, I don't even think it's been on the show yet, except for in the freaking dragon manual part. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be teaching you how to do that. There are parts in this video where I'm going to make you go back and make the same part of the dragon twice, or 3 or 4 times in the case of this dragon, because he has 4 heads. So I'm not going to be making all 4 of them in this video. I'm going to make one, and then I'm going to have you go back and redo it to make the rest. Okay, so subscribe to me, like my channel, go to the Facebook page and post pictures of the dragons that you've made so far, because I would love to see them, okay? So for this project, you're going to need a ton of light green bands. I get 2 packs at least. You might even need more than that, but I don't think you will. I think you'll just need about 2 packs. You're going to need some red bands, some yellow for the eyes, black for the nose. If you have the maroon color for the tongue, or whatever that it is on the inside, get that, okay? I mean, use that. If not, you can use red or whatever color, doesn't really matter. And yeah, mostly you need the light green color. So let's get started. We're going to start with the head, okay? So the Snaptrapper has like triple hinge jaws. So each head we're going to be having to do the triple hinge jaws, okay? So let us begin. Okay, so you need a double loom, okay? Set yours up like mine. You have 5 rows. You don't need the 6th. You can just use 5. Okay, so just follow me. You are going to be taking 2 bands at a time. So this is double bands, okay? So take 2 green bands and stick them on. And same thing, double bands again. Okay, so I went down 8 times, and I'm going to cap off the end. Whenever I cap off, I wrap the band around the peg 4 times. By the way, this should not be your first project. If you are a beginner on the rainbow loom, I highly, highly suggest you do not do this project yet, because it takes a long time. And if you don't understand looming basics, you're not going to get it, and you're going to get very confused, okay, and frustrated when your project falls apart. So I'm just being honest and telling you that now. Okay, so I put 2 bands across here, and I'm going down with my double bands again. Actually, I don't need this one here. Sorry. You're going to double loop a band, and that goes there. So that's a double looped band there. The rest are double bands, okay? This is one of his jaws. Okay, that's what we're making right now. Oops. Okay, now we need another double looped band to go this way. Okay, now we need our horizontal bands, so 1 there. And here, these are double bands again, and I'm making triangles with them. Okay, now I'm going to loom. So I'm going to start down here at the bottom. You should know not to catch your capping bands. Go here, then we're going to take the top bands, which are these 2. So make sure you only grab those 2 and loom those. This should go back on this side. And then we're going to take the other 2. These. Then I'm going to go all the way up this side. And I'm going to go up this side. And then I'm going to go up the middle. Ah! And lose a band, figures. Yes, this is a raw video, so all my errors are in this. But that's okay, because we all make mistakes anyway, right, guys? Yes. Okay, and then I'm going to do the last one here. Okay, then I can take that off. So this is one jaw. Okay, we're going to do the other one, so we're doing the same exact thing we just did, again, for the other side. So, 2 bands. Alright, I always have to check to make sure my thing's recording, because one time I was like doing a video and I was doing it for like 2 hours and then I realized it stopped recording because I accidentally pressed the button on my little device thing and it was really sad. Okay, so double bands again. Okay, and then I want to do a single band double looped again for here. Double bands here. 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 And then a double looped band to go across here. Then we need our horizontal bands, so 2 at a time to go here. And here, and here. Alright, so let us loom this one now. Make sure you grab the right bands here. Whatever that came off, I'm not even going to worry about it because it's loomed. So, alright, so keep going. Okay, now I'm going to go up the middle. Okay, so I have my second jaw for one head. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put that aside by the other one. Now we're going to work on the actual head part. Okay, so take 3 bands. Okay, put them here. So this is triple bands. We have to make a spike here now. So you're going to take red and light green and dark green you're going to need. So take a red band, double loop it, take 2 light green, the same color you're using already, put them on, and then cap it off with a dark green band. Okay, we're going to loom that. And that's going to go on right here. Okay, then we're going to take 3 more light green bands. Those are going to go here. Take 3 more. Going to go here. Then we're going to make another spike. So take a red, double loop it. Take 2 light greens. Take a dark green. Cap it off with the dark green. Loom that. It goes on right here. Okay, now we're going to do 3 more bands, so 3 more light green, 3 more light green, and now we are going to be doing 2 at a time, okay? So no longer 3, now we're doing 2. So 2 there, 7. Okay, I'm going to cap that off at the end. 4. Okay. Alright, now let us go back to where the peg between the triple bands and the double bands, and you're going to take a double looped band, double looped, not double. Okay, and you're going to take another one going this way. Okay, single band, double looped. Then we're going to go down, so with double bands now, so we have 2 bands at a time. Okay, now I'm going to go down this side, the double bands. Okay, and now I'm going to double loop a band and put it here. Double loop another band, put it here. And now I'm going to be putting on the nostrils. So take some black bands, take one, wrap it around your hook so you see 4 loops. Do the same thing with another one. This guy has pretty big nostrils, so we're making him bigger than most dragons that I've made so far. Okay, now I'm going to take a light green band, double loop it, put it on the end of my hook and pull. I'm going to pull those looped bands onto it. Okay, and that's going to go, one's going to go on this peg, and the other end I'm going to put my hook through it and let go with my finger. It's going to go here. So I'm not going here to here, I'm going here to here, so it's very stretched out. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the other nostril, so black band looped around 4 times. Same thing again. Light green band double looped. Pull your black bands on. Okay, same thing. One's going to go here. And the other, I'm going to put my hook through it. It's going to go all the way up here. Okay, so now I'm going to attach my eyes. I have to make them. I have to make the eyes. Okay, so you can do whatever color you want. I like to keep it yellow because most of the dragons have yellow eyes, except Toothless. So same thing we did with the black bands. We're taking a yellow band, wrapping it around 4 times. Then we're going to take a black band, wrap it around 4 times. And another yellow, wrap around 4 times. Okay, I'm taking, decide what color you want your eyelids to be. They can be whatever color. And the actual dragon shows dark green. It shows like, I think like purple too, so whatever color. I'm going to be using dark green this time. So I'm taking a dark green band, I'm double looping it, and I'm going to stick that right here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So another one there. And now I'm taking a double looped dark green band, putting it on the end of my hook, and pulling my eyes onto the band. Like that. Okay, once I've done that, I can put the ends on these pegs. So one end goes around this peg, and the other end goes around this peg here. Okay, let's do the other side. So take a yellow band, wrap it around your hook 4 times, again, black band, wrapped around your hook 4 times, another yellow, okay, take your double looped eyelid band again, and you're going to pull them on. Okay, that's going to go here, so it's exactly the same as the other eye. Okay, now we're just going to put another double looped dark green band from here to here, and another one on the other side, here to here, and then I'm going to cap off both ends. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other side as well. 4. Okay, now I'm going to be looming the eyes. So we're going to loom all the way. All the bands we're looming. Don't miss any. Okay, same thing over here. Okay, now I'm gonna take this one off like this, so my hook is going from the middle to the outer side. And I'm gonna take the other one off this direction, so it's the opposite. I figured it didn't work. Okay, we need these facing opposite directions, so I'm gonna take the one at the end and flip it around on the hook. Like so. I just gotta make sure you get your hook through all the ends. Okay, that's very important. Okay, so see how my eyes are now facing opposite directions? Ooh, they're looking at you! Okay, now we're taking 2 light green bands, putting them on the end, pulling the eyes onto them, both of them, and we are sticking the eyes here. So I'm putting the ends of those light green bands on these 2 pegs, spreading the eyes apart, going into the middle here, and pulling 2 of the bands onto that middle, over that middle peg. So 2 of the light green bands are behind and 2 are in front. Then you want to push your eyes down so they're facing downward. Okay? Alright, once we've done that, we can just put a couple more horizontal bands on. So I'm putting 2 more. Where did I put them? 2 more here. And 2 more here. Okay. Alright, and now I'm going to loom, so I'm going to start at the bottom. And these, again, we're taking the top bands. Okay, I'm going to loom up this side first, but I'm going to stop at the corner of the head. Okay, so I'm stopping right here. Okay, same thing on this side, so we're going to go all the way up. Stop at the corner. Okay, so I stopped there. I'm going to be attaching the jaws. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 jaw, put the loose ends onto my hook, and that's going to go onto this peg here, the one we just loomed up to. You can turn it so it faces outward, whatever. Let's do the same thing on the other one. One goes here. Try to make it so the jaw you attached it's bending inward, okay? Okay, now I'm going to continue looming up the middle. So again, don't catch the eye bands. Alright, now I'm going to go in and loom these 2 bottom bands, okay? And these 2. And last but not least, these. Okay, and I'm just going to continue with the neck bands. Remember, these are the triple bands, so make sure you grab all 3 each time. You go all the way up. Don't miss any like I almost just did. Okay. And go all the way up. Okay. Put your hook through the end, pull it off. Carefully. Okay, so here is the head. Okay, yeah. So it looks like a plant when he opens his mouth. We're going to be putting the little tentacles in there. But first we're going to be doing the neck, the rest of the neck, okay? So take 3 bands at a time and just put them from the top all the way to the bottom. So 3 bands the whole way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Now I'm going to take the loose end of the head I just made, the base of the neck, put the loops around the bottom peg like this. So his head is facing up, okay? His eyes are looking at you. We're going to loom the first set of triple bands and stop here. We have to make 6 spikes now, okay? So the double looped red band, followed by the 2 light green bands, followed by the capped off dark green. We got to do that 6 times. Okay. So just make 6 of those. Just going to turn my loom around. Easier to tie it off on the edge like this. So right now my loom is upside down, okay, in case you didn't notice. That's why it looks like I'm putting them on wrong, but I'm not. Okay, one more. Okay, now I'm going to loom those spikes. Okay, so loom all those. Okay, take one off and put it right on here. Okay, then we're going to loom twice. So loom these 3 and then these 3. Take another spike. That goes right there. Okay, take another one. So every 2 pegs we're putting a spike on. Okay, only after you've loomed onto that peg. Ooh, looks like we only needed 5. Oh well. That's alright. It's alright, mate. We have an extra for later for the back. Alright, once you've loomed to the end, you're going to pull it off. Grr. Sometimes your loom will come apart because it doesn't like you. Alright, so here is our head and neck of one head. I'm just going to do the tentacles on the inside. Most of them are maroon colored, so that's what I'm going to do, and they're all different sizes, so all we got to do, I'm going to pull this spike off too, put that aside for later. Okay, I'm going to take a double looped maroon, or red, whatever color you're using, double loop another one, and double loop one more, and cap that off. And do another one. So here, 2, let's do 4 this time. 3 and 4. Cap that off. Okay, and then let's do another one with 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we want to cap that off as well. Okay, and I want to loom all of them. They're all double looped. Okay, now I can take, I'm going to take them off one at a time. I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to take my head, I'm going to open up his triple hinge jaw, and I'm going to attach it somewhere in the center. So let's say I want to attach it to these 4 bands. I'm going to put those 4 bands on my hook, pull that thing onto them, open up a hole in the end, and then push it back through. Okay, so now that's it. One is attached. Let's do the next one. Wherever you want, as long as it's toward the center. Say I want this one attached to these bands. Put that there. Put the loop, open up the loop and pull it through. And then the last one. Ah! Okay, and that's gonna go here. Wherever. Doesn't matter. Not a big deal. Open up your loop. Push it through. Okay, so I have completed 1 head and 1 neck. Okay, this dragon has 4 heads. So go back in the video and watch it 3 more times and make 3 more heads. You can change the color of the eyelids during it. Okay, I have another one that has purple. Okay, whatever color. Alright, so do that now and then come back and we will work on the feet. Okay, make your heads. Okay, now that we have made our heads, we are making our feet. We are making 4 of them. Or you are making 4. I'm making 1 to show you what it looks like because they're all the same. Alright, so take 3 light green bands. Let's put it here. Stick 3 there. Take 3 more. Again, we're going to go down 6 times. So that's 2. Here's 3 times. Then 4 times. Then 5 times. Then 6 times. Then I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to angle it this time. Okay, so another one. Oh, I used up 1 bag of green bands. I have to open the other one now. Okay, and then 3 more going diagonally. Now you're going to do a double looped single green band going down. Another double loop going this way. And another one going this way. Okay? Take some black bands. Double loop 1. Put it like this. Another one here. Another one here. Okay? Do that down the middle. So 1, 2, 3. And we got to do it on the other claw too. So here's 1. Here's 2. It's stretched out. Okay, and here's 3. Okay, I've got to cap off all those claws. Okay, and now I'm going to loom this one first. Okay, so I'm going to loom this one. And then this one. Then down on this side, all these. Then here. Then down here. Here and down here. Grab all 3 here. Okay, now we're just continuing up. Missed one. Okay, pull it off. And voila, you have a leg. Okay, so make 3 more, and then come back to this point. Okay, so you should have 4 legs, okay? Alright, now that you have 4 legs, we're going to be working on the wings, okay? So, we're going to change our loom a little bit here. I'm going to bring the middle row down to here, sorry, here. I believe that is what I want to do. Oh wait, no, sorry. This goes up. I'm doing the opposite of what I should do. That one is up. This one goes down. This one goes up. This one goes down. This one goes up. So it's still in the offset pattern, but it's a little bit different. Okay, so let us make our wings now. Okay, so take your light green bands. Okay. 2 at a time. Just follow me. So double bands. Okay, now we're going to be working on our horizontal bands, so 2 at a time again. Ah. Let's go on this side. Okay, wait, I'm not going to put one there. Okay, I'm going to take a single band, double loop it. There, another one, single band, double looped, goes here. Another single band, double looped, is going to go here. Another one is going to go here. Okay, and we got to cap off all our ends, so one there, one here. Okay, one here. here, and one here. Okay, now I'm gonna loom them. Okay, so just loom straight up each one. Okay, I have to tie off the ends. Okay, you should know how to do this. You're just taking whatever band, doesn't matter because we're going to take it off pretty soon. Just tie off your ends here. This is just so it doesn't come apart. Okay, now I'm going to pull it off. Okay, and I'm going to be making these a little bit longer, so put that aside for a moment and take double bands and make it so that you can put six rows of double bands down. Okay, so we'll start here. Just making the wing a little bit longer because it's a little bit stubby right now. We don't want stubby wings. Oh man, my back hurts. Ugh. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to take the wing I just made, put my hook through the loose ends and pull off the band that's tying them off, and we're going to attach those loose ends to the ends here. What is that? I don't want that band in there. Try not to catch any of the horizontal bands here. Okay. You should know exactly what I'm doing if you're watching this. I do this with all my dragons, almost all of them. Like how to attach body parts like this. Okay, I'm taking off this wing. That goes here. Okay. Make sure you attach it so it's facing the right way, because if I attached it back upside down, it would mess up the whole thing. Alright, we're putting our horizontal bands on. We have to lift up the top two bands on this edge. You're going to put your horizontal bands on like that, and then you're going to close it back up. So put those two bands back. Then we're going to lift up the top two of this one. Horizontal band's going to go over to there, and that we're going to close that back up. Open up these two on the end, the top two, put your horizontal bands on there, and then close it back up. And then we want to reopen up the middle. Probably could have just kept it open, but reopen up the middle and move those bands onto there. Perfect. Then close it up. Okay. Alright, let's continue adding our horizontal bands. Hopefully my loom won't collapse inward, because it does that to me sometimes, and it's really sad and annoying. Okay, now I'm just going to continue looming so I can finish up this wing. Okay. Okay, and then here. Okay, now I'm going to tie off the ends again. This wing is done. Once you tie off the ends, you want to go back in the video and do the exact same thing, make a second wing. Remember, we did this wing in two parts, so make sure you make the second wing. It's exactly the same as this one. Okay, so make two wings. Oops. And then we're going to work on the tail once you've made your two wings. Okay. Alright, so there's a wing. I've already made my second wing, so you go ahead and make your second wing. So do that now, and we'll come back. Okay. Alright, so now that you've made your wings, your heads, and your feet, we're going to make the tail. Right. Yeah. Okay. So, let's begin. I'm kind of doing this without a guide, so hopefully it'll turn out okay. 2 bands there. 2 bands here. 2 bands here. Let's see how this turns out. 2 here. 2 here. 2 here. Let's do 2 more on each thing. Okay, and here. Okay, now I'm going to be doing 2 bands, 2 bands, and these middle 2, I'm going to put 1 going this direction and 2 going this direction and 2 going this direction, like that. Okay. So 2 bands here. Actually, I'm going to start to alternate here. Wait, not yet. Sorry. Oh, I'm confusing myself. Ha ha. 2 here. Let's do 2 more and 2 more. Okay, take a single band, double loop it, put that here. We need to do our spikes actually. Here we're gonna have to attach spikes to those bands. Okay, now we're gonna take take 2, go outward this way. 2 go outward this way. Then go inward, inward, outward. So these are double bands. Outward, inward, inward. Okay, 2 more outward, 2 more outward. Now we're going to take a green and a red. Okay, so green and red. Okay, again, green and red. Go here. Now take 2 red. 2 red. 2 more red. 2 more. Now we're going to take a single red double looped. Single red double looped. Again. And again here. Double looped. Double looped here to here. And to here. Okay, let's cap off those 2 ends with the red bands. Good enough, I guess. We could have made it a little bit longer, but I'm not even going to worry about it right now. Okay, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to be making some spikes. We're going to make 6 that are all completely red. Okay, so double looped red, then 2 reds, then capped off with a red. 2, 3, 4. Okay, same thing again. So double looped red, followed by 2 reds, capped off with a red. Okay, let's do that over here where we have space. Double looped red, 2 red, capped off with a red. Okay, same thing again. Double looped red, 2 red, capped off with a red. Okay, and then we need 2 more, so a double looped red, followed by 2 red, followed by capped off red. Okay, and then 1 more time. 1 more. Okay, okay, now we're going to start looming the tail, so we're going to do the first one. So loom these, then we're going to loom a spike. So a red spike, we're going to loom that. It's going to go right onto here. Okay, let's loom the next one. Pray it doesn't break. Okay. And we're also going to loom the one after that as well. So this one. Okay. Take another spike. Well, first we got to loom it. So loom another spike and take that off. Gosh, what is wrong with my thing? It's like coming apart. That goes here. And then here we're putting our last one. Okay, so let's loom another one. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Alright, let's start on the other side. Alright, so we got to there. Now let's loom a spike. Okay, and then we're going to loom 2 more here. And before I forget, we got to add our horizontal bands at the top of the tail. So let's do that before I forget. So grab 2 green bands, put them here, and 2 more to go here. Okay, alright, so now let's continue, but we need to make more spikes. So these are going to be the regular colored spikes. So we need, let's count. I need 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I need 9 now. So double loop a red, 2 light greens, followed by a dark green, capping it off. Okay, same thing again. So these are exactly like the ones we were making earlier when we were doing the neck. Oh, what is happening? Don't fall apart on me. Red. 2 light green, capped off with a dark green. do another one right here. Okay, okay, so loom one of them, and we're gonna stick that where it goes, right here. Okay, so one goes here. Okay, let's loom another one. That goes here. Alright, so now we're gonna loom 2 more times on each side. So 1, 2. Okay, let's do this side. 1 and 2. Loom 2 more spikes. Actually, let's loom the rest of them while we're at it. Take one off. That goes on here. Take another one off. That goes on here. It doesn't matter what direction they're turning because you can always fix that. 2. 1, 2. Alright, I'm going to loom up 1, up 1. Before I loom the next one, I'm actually going to be using this for the next spike, so we need to make another spike. So again, same thing we just did. Double looped red, 2 green, and capped off with a dark green. Loom this. You're gonna ruin it. You fool. Alright, I have to fix that. Okay, you've loomed it. You're gonna pull it off, keep it on your hook. You're gonna take this top double looped band and you're gonna pull it onto that. Okay, so pull that on and just replace it. Okay, just like that. Alright, now we can loom here. Okay, so loom that. And also loom the next one as well. Here and here, then we're going to loom this one and this one, the 2 diagonal ones. Okay, I'm going to go all the way up on the sides here. Both sides. And I have to make 2 more spikes, so I'm going to make one right now. Double looped red. Gosh, I should have made these all ahead of time, like the rest of the body parts. 2 green, capped off with a dark green. Same thing again, double looped red. 2 greens, capped off with a dark green. Okay, and one's going to go right here. Okay, we're going to turn it. I'm going to loom these 2 here, and then the next 2, and one's going to go here. Okay, whew. Hopefully this turned out okay, and hopefully it's long enough. Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to tie off my ends as usual, and then hopefully we can just work on the body and attach everything to it. I need to make a bunch of more spikes too. Ha ha ha. Wah ha ha. Okay, I am pulling it off now. it off of there. Okay. Alright, to make it longer or to not make it longer? That is the question. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it, it's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna put that aside with my body parts, and I'm just gonna make, I'm gonna make like 6 more spikes, okay? Before we do the body, okay? So, we know how to do this already, so. Okay, I'm just going to loom them and pull them off. They might come apart. Hopefully they won't. I guess we'll find out. You know what? I'm going to pull them onto my hook. I have an extra hook. If you have an extra hook, pull them onto your hook and leave them there. So I'm going to take my extra hook, the one I don't really use. I'm just going to pull them on and leave them there. Just so I don't have to work at getting them onto the hook later. Okay, I'm going to put that hook aside with those spikes and let us do the body. Alright, we are going to need to take one off. Yeah, I'm going to take this off. So we need 4 rows here. Alright, now, how do I want to do this? I'm going to do this, I'm going to move this down one. Wait, no, I'm sorry, we do want 5 rows. What am I doing? Sorry guys, we need 5. I just realized that if we use 4, the tail's going to be crooked, so we're going to do 5. Sorry. Sorry about that. Oh. This goes here. And then I'm just going to do like the offset position, just like I was doing before. Sorry, I'm doing this on the spot. I'm kind of just figuring this out as I go along. Except for the heads, I designed them specifically to look the way they do. Okay, so yeah, make your arrow, like that. Alright, so, hopefully I have enough green bands for this part. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so begin. Take 2 at a time. 2 at a time, guys. We're gonna go all the way. All the way down. No, I want 2 bands going this way. believe this guy actually has orange spots on his back, but I'm not even going to worry about that. So if you want to kind of just trade some of these greens for oranges, you can do that. But honestly, I'm just going to just finish it off this way. Alright, like that. Okay, we need 2 angled bands up there. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put 2 bands going there. Actually, I'm gonna do a single band double looped. Single band double looped here. See how this works. It might not, but we'll find out. Put the other one on the opposite side, like that. Just continue going down with double bands. Okay, and then I'm going to do a double looped band here, like that. I have no clue how this is going to look. Hopefully it'll look good. Guess we'll find out. This uses up so many bands, this one, because he has 4 heads. It's crazy how many bands this guy uses. Might be even close to 3 packs of bands. It's like 2,000 bands. Alright, double looped here. Okay, now... Ouch. Oh. I'm putting on... Let me think, should I do... Yeah, okay, now we need our horizontal bands. So, take 2 at a time, like we did before. Doing the same thing again. Hold on. Take those off. We're gonna put the feet on first. Feet. Okay. We're putting 1 foot right here. So take off these 2. Put your hook through the loose ends of the foot, and you're gonna put that foot just like this, so the claws are facing up, and just replace those 2 bands. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So put your hook through the loose ends, put your foot on, there it goes here, and let's do back feet too, so take these 2 off. Grab another foot and put that right here. Okay, replace your bands. Let's do the last foot. Right here. Like that. Okay. Okay, now we can put our horizontal bands on. Alright, so 2 at a time. This guy is so cool. I'm probably going to redo the hideous zippleback because the one I have right now is he's very tiny and he doesn't look that good. So I'm going to redo him. Just so you guys know for the future. broken one. I need a refund. 2 here. And 2 here. Alright, let's attach our tail. So grab your tail. And that. We're going to attach it same way we always attach body parts. Stick your hook through the loose ends, pull off the band that's tying everything off. And put the end onto here. You should have 3 ends. Make sure the spikes are facing up. Okay. Oops, I missed a band, so I'm going to go back and fix that. Make sure you get all of them around there. Okay, I'm going to now attach the heads. Actually, let's do the wings first, it'll make life easier. Let's attach the wings, so same thing, stick your hook through the loose ends. Pull off your loose thingy, your band here. And one of the heads is going to go here, so we're going to move the wing probably down to here, actually. No, let's put it here. Alright, top one is going to go right here. Okay. Attach the rest in order over the pegs. Ugh. Dumb band. Get off there. Alright. What is with my... I have the wrong end of my hook out. Shows what happens when you do this late at night, when you're really tired and you don't know what you're doing, like me. No, I do know what I'm doing. I'm just tired, that's all. Get off! I'm gonna... Urgh. Okay. One more on this wing. Okay, perfect. Now the other wing, so grab your other wing. That's gonna go on this side. Okay, so same thing. Same thing, opposite side. Very easy. Very understandable. You know, I could technically attach these wings after I pull the thing off, but I like to keep it all together because then you need to use extra bands and it just doesn't look as nice as when you attach it before you loom. It's just my personal preference is to attach before you loom. Toothless, I actually did the wings differently because I was still learning. So you could actually redo Toothless doing the wings this way and attaching them like this and he'll look a lot better. I actually redid mine doing it this way and he looks a lot better. I also made his ears a little bit smaller and it looks more like him. Okay, there we go. Now we need to attach our heads. So let's do that. So take a head, any head. You should have 4 if you were listening. Hopefully you do, or you're going to be really sad right now. Okay, and then you're going to attach it so the spikes are facing up. Whichever head you want. Okay, so there's one head. One head goes there. And second head. Tail, whatever. I probably should have made his tail a little bit longer, but whatever. It's good enough. Okay, second head. Same thing, wherever you want, whichever head you want, that's gonna go there. And the third head. Gonna go here. Fourth head. Goes here. Haha, those are heads. Very cool. Okay, now I'm going to loom up the middle row, and as I do that, I'm going to attach the spikes that we have made before. So do one. We're going to attach one here, I believe. Let me just check this. No, wait. Yes. Yes, we are. So take a spike from your other hook and attach it right there. Right here. Okay, I can continue looming up. So 1 and 2. Attach another spike right here. Take another one. You could technically put spikes on every peg going up, which is actually more accurate. I'm just kind of doing this for time's sake and also because it does look fine if you just do it this way anyway. But if you wanted to be even more precise, put spikes on every peg going up in this row. Same thing on the tail and the necks. You'd want to make it even, so. But if you make a second one, you know, you can always put more spikes on. It's fine. Okay, last one. Okay, I'm not going to loom this last one yet, okay? So I just attached the spike, and now I'm going to loom the rest of him. So let us begin on, let's begin on this side. Okay, grab the top bands, which are these. I'm going to continue going up on this side. Go all the way underneath all the leg bands and grab the bottom two for here. You should know which bands to loom here, obviously the bottom ones. The ones that belong to... Oh, this one has the leg as well, so this is hard to find the bands, but at least they're on the edge, so you can technically look down and see them. I mean, look to the side and see them. Okay, and now I'm going to do these two. This one here. Okay, now I'm going to do the opposite side over here. Okay, so... Okay, now I'm gonna go to this one. Okay, I can go this one as well. That one. And I can go down here and grab this one to here. And we can do this row here. Don't forget this row, boys and girls, or you will be very sad. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Okay, so I'm going all the way up. Get on there, you dumbo! Last one here. Gonna do this one here. And last but not least, this guy here. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I did everything, yeah. Or I'll be very sad if I missed something. So just make sure there's no loose bottom parts. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take 2 green bands and stick them through here. And pull it through, tie off the end. Did one just break? No. Okay. Now I'm going to wrap one end around this head. And I'm going to wrap the other end around this head, just so it's nice and symmetrical. Alright, now I'm going to pull it off carefully, and hopefully he turned out okay. I guess we'll find out. Dun 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 dun. So nerve-wracking. I hope I didn't miss any. If you have wire, like thin wire, stick it up their necks, and you can actually bend their necks and they won't be all droopy, like the picture for this video. I put wire in their necks, so, or its necks. Is it more than one dragon in one body, or is it just one dragon? Who knows? It's very scary and weird. This thing is so big! Oh my goodness. I don't know why I made him so big. Oh, I think one loom would have been too little. So, yeah, he is majestic and large. His feet are backwards. What in the world? I can actually change that though. I can bend them. If your feet are backwards, you can always, if you work at bending them the right way, they will eventually bend the right way. You just have to constantly be like turning them. I don't know why that ended up like that, but that can be fixed, so no worries there. Okay? So here is our Snaptrapper. I'm gonna make a stomach for mine because I'm gonna make his stomach for mine because his body looks very skinny compared to the rest of him, so I mean like flat. So I'm gonna make a stomach for mine, like I do with most of my dragons. You can too if you want. So feel free to do that with me. If not, you can be done. He's very floppy though, so I do recommend getting that wire and sticking it in there. Right, so let me just see how big I want this stomach to be right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Oh, hopefully I have enough bands here. So stomach, we're doing double bands. Guess I'll find out if I have enough. Gosh, he's so cute. He's really big. He's like bigger than the Typhoomerang, guys. That's not accurate, but oh well. Maybe he's a giant. He's a giant one. But don't ask me to do a single loom one because I'm not going to do it, okay? Thank you. There's no way I can do it on a single loom. It's too complicated to do it on a single loom. It would be even harder to do it on a single loom than on a double loom, so don't even ask. If you ask, I will ban you. Oh, by the way, don't blame me if yours comes out bad, because that really irks me when people are like, thanks a lot for, because mine turned out bad. Like, seriously, I'm not forcing you to make these, and it's your own fault. You did something wrong if yours came out bad. So don't even, like, attempt that with me, because I'll ban you. And then you'll have to go under somebody else's name to look up my stuff. Ha ha. Or you can just figure it out on your own. Okay, so I'm just making my stomach. Continuing down. I always make stomachs on my dragons now. Ever since I did the Gronkle, I just love making the stomach, so that is why I am doing this. In fact, I made a stomach on my nightmare, too. You can do the stomachs after you take them off the loom. Okay, so now I'm doing my horizontal bands now, so I'm going to do here. Same way we did it for the whole project. Yeah, trust me, if you put metal up his necks, it'll look 100,000 times better than what it looks like right now. It looks like he's dead, like laying there. So if you get the metal wire, then it'll totally transform the dragon. So yeah, do that, okay? Seriously. I don't know if his stomach is green, but oh well. It might not be. Okay, now I'm going to tie off my end here. Cap off my end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now I'm going to take some green bands and I'm going to like lay them on, you'll see what I'm doing. If you've ever made a stomach with me, you know exactly what I'm doing. So I'm just laying them on here. I'm not going to put one here though, okay? I'm not putting one at the top. Every other peg on the edge I'm putting them, okay? So every 2 pegs. Okay, now, as I loom, I want to keep these on the edges, so don't grab the wrong bands like I just did. Yeah, I messed up. Hold on. Hold on, I have to fix mine. Why is it doing this to me? Stop. Okay, let's try that again. Be patient with me. Okay, I have to recap this off. Cap this off. What a pain. This does this to me all the time. Okay, re-put my band here. Okay, I'm going under the capping band like I always do and grabbing the top 2 bands like that. Now let's grab these top 2 here. Okay, let's do the other side now. So These two bands are going to go over here. I'm going to put that back on. Make sure that stays on. You don't want to lose that band. Grr, don't like me today. I don't know why this is doing this to me. It's like had enough of me. Okay. Alright. Cool. That part's done. Let's go all the way up on the edge here. So keep your loose bands there and just loom over them as if they're not there. Okay? But make sure they are there. I'm going to stop there and I'm going to do this side now. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Okay, good. So we got the sides. Let's go in here and do this row. I can even do this one here, up to there. Alright, now let's go into this row. We can do this. Okay, we're going to tie off the top with a single green band. Okay, make sure that doesn't come off and just pull the stomach off. You're going to have those bands on the ends sticking out, hopefully. Hopefully you have them all there. Okay, okay, so here's our stomach. Pull all your bands outward. What the heck with that one? Whatever. Okay, you're going to pull all your bands outward, grab your Snaptrapper, stick them down. And now we're going to attach the stomach. So move all your heads out of the way so you can see what you're doing. Okay, now we're going to, the band that we used to tie off, that's going to be at the top. So turn your thing so it's curving downwards. And you're going to lay it on the stomach. If you've ever done stomach attachment with me, this should be very verbatim and very easy. You're going to lay it on right in the middle. Okay. You're going to take, you have these loose bands on the ends, and you're going to take bands from the body underneath, like say these four, because they're underneath this loose band. Whatever four are underneath, and you're just going to pull the band through those, okay? So now I'm going to take the four under here and pull this guy through those, okay? So they're underneath now. Same thing here. Make sure you put it under the body bands and not the wing bands, by the way. Get under here. Make sure they stay there if you can. Alright, this one I'm going to pull under the leg here. It doesn't really matter exactly which bands you pull through. Don't feel like they have to be the same exact ones as mine, as long as they're underneath. This one's going to be the crotch. I'm just a perfectionist, so I just like mine to be like perfect. Okay, that goes in there. Doing this all the way around, obviously. Ugh. This one I'm gonna pull through here. Okay, and then same thing with the band that you used to tie off. You're just gonna act like that's one of the other bands, so you're just gonna pull that through as well. Okay, so now that we have them all pulled through, I'm gonna set him down and just pull them all through, make sure they're all out. Check them. Okay, so I'll be able to grab them all. There it is. Okay, make sure you've got them all. There's one there, there's one there, there's one here. Okay, so once you've pulled them all out, make sure they're all out. You're gonna start with the band that's next to the tying off band. So the first one we pulled through, this one. You're going to take the second loose one, and that goes through the first one. Then take the third one, goes through the second one. Fourth one goes through the third. Fifth one goes through the fourth. Sixth one goes through the fifth. Seventh one goes through the sixth. Eighth one goes through the seventh. Ninth goes through the eighth. 10th goes through the 9th, etc., all the way around. Okay, like that. And then once you reach the end, you're just going to do the same thing with the end band goes through, and then you're going to wrap it around one of the heads. So whichever one's it's closest to, just try not to break it. Just wrap it around the head. You can double it and wrap it around. I like to do that, just to keep it extra snug. Okay, so now that that's done, he's done. Just take some metal wire and put it up through his necks so he can stand up. You can actually squeeze this to squeeze his stomach and it'll pop a little bit. Like so. See that? Haha. So here is your Snaptrapper to all those people that were begging me to make it. By the way, you can, if you want to tie some of these mouths closed, like this one I actually tied I put a band and tied kind of the sides together to make it close a little bit. You could do that if you don't want them like wide open like this, okay? So you can actually like close a mouth if you want with some bands or whatever. Like this one maybe I want open, like, you know, have fun with it. So for example, this one I'm gonna just tie this shut. I'm gonna tie this mouth shut just because I want to show you. Okay, so I want this mouth shut all the way, so I'm gonna go through all the mouths, or all the jaws here. Let's see if I can do this. Take a band and pull it through those, and then just tie it off here, like that. So now his mouth kind of looks like it's shut, which is actually the way they kind of shut, actually. And then I can just wrap that around the head or whatever. See if that turns out okay. Yeah, good enough. So see, that mouth is like different now. So I have an open mouth, a closed mouth, a semi-open mouth, and then another open mouth. Okay, everybody, so that is your Snaptrapper, and stick some metal up his neck, okay? So he can stand. Alright, have a wonderful day, and I hope that he looks amazing. Where is my pen? There it is. Okay, everybody, anyway, yeah, have a good one, okay?